Hey my friends, this is Javier again with The Real Javier Novoa. Just to show you how dynamic things are here at The Real Javier Novoa, I had a business call in the middle of making my first video on self-taught, so what I had intended to be a short video, we're going to have to make it in two parts, and I'm just going to briefly cover the final steps of that. So I believe where we left off, we were talking about affirmations and how one should usually make them already from a place of belief, and then that shores up your belief. You can also, there is a way of doing affirmations which I've discovered, and I've sort of adapted it from Neville Goddard. In one of Neville Goddard's books, or in some of Neville Goddard's books, he talks about how one should imagine that the world and his surroundings are already telling him that his desires are his, and also to sing it like a lullaby. Now, affirmations are very effective even if you don't believe them, if you sing them. And I know this is going to sound strange, and don't do this in front of somebody because they're going to think that you lost it. But what you can do is you can choose a certain affirmation. Say that you want to live your day every day as you wish, and you want to plan your own schedule. So you can say, I am free to do whatever I want each day of my existence. Now, you could sort of chant this, and I can demonstrate here, and we can actually make some videos of these affirmations generally to help people to do it. And it's even useful if you listen to it. Sometimes it's even more useful because if you hear it in another voice, it can sink more easily into the subconscious. But you could say something like, I am doing what I choose to do every day. I am doing whatever I choose to do every day. I am doing whatever I choose to do every day. And this, you'll feel the vibration of it and the reason why in many ancient churches and religions and so forth, also in Judaism and Islam, there's chanting and almost melodic tones when they make certain declarations, is because this has a vibrational component. When you sing and you vibrate on something, it actually vibrates your body and it makes your body feel comfortable. It actually affects the vagus nerve, which is right here. And it also affects your pituitary gland, which begins to secrete serotonin. So it's very useful to do this, and we'll go deeper into this. The final part that I wanted to discuss of self-talk, this is inner conversation. So we want to do anything that we can to intervene in our inner conversations and change them. And actually, what the author of this book, What to Say When You Talk to Yourself, recommends is you can actually carry on conversations with yourself. Say when you're in the shower or when you're alone. Of course, again, don't do this in public because people might think that you've lost it. And in certain circumstances, that's okay, but not always. So you can do this interiorly as well. It does not have to be audible. For indeed, whenever you conduct any thought, whenever you think anything, you are making microscopic sounds, and your tongue is making microscopic movements. So that's proven by science. So what you can do is have a conversation with yourself. Well, hey Javier, how are you doing? Well, I'm doing wonderful. How are you? I'm getting ready to get out there and get it. I'm getting ready to have a great day. You can sort of pump yourself up with things like that. Also, what goes into this ambit, and what the author of this book, What to Say When You Talk to Yourself, teaches, is that you can do self-coaching and self-encouragement. And psychologists have actually found that it is effective during these sorts of expressions of self-talk that you refer to yourself in the second person. You say you. You can say you're doing a great job. Let's say you don't really want to go to work in the morning, but you know that you need to do that in order to, at this point, have some stability, even though with the techniques that we use in this system, you'll be out of any negative situation like that very soon. And you'll be working for yourself very soon. But let's say you're at a job that you don't like, or you're even stuck in a business that you don't like, and you don't want to wake up. What you can do is you can tell yourself, you're doing a great job, and you can get up, and you can face this because you have all the tools that you need to do this. And you do have all of the tools, all the inspiration, at every time that you need to do this. You know what you're doing, you know who you are, and this is all just temporary. Things like that. And you're going to have to devise your own technique and your own ways of doing this, but it's very important. And we are having conversations with ourselves all day, every day. So it is best to intervene in those conversations, use words, phrases, and indeed entire conversations to basically short circuit the cerebral software, so to speak, even though I don't believe it's actual software, but to short circuit that software in order to serve you, to serve your purposes, and to serve your intentions. For this is all about your development. So don't let those conversations that go on inside be by default. You need to take charge of them, you need to change them, and you can do that. We're going to be teaching more of this material, how to do that. Until next time, this was just a brief exposition of the tool of self-talk, which is the pivot of our program. Thanks a lot for watching. This is the Real Javier Novoa at the Real Javier Novoa, and please join our Facebook group, subscribe and like so we can get this information to as many people as possible. I'm probably going to make another video today or late tonight, and I'll see you guys very soon. Thanks a lot.